What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I got some new guppies for our guppy slash endler tank, and I actually did a little bit of cleaning on this tank last weekend, and as you can see, I took out just about all the guppy grass, left in a few strands right up there. But the reason why I did this is because before it had a whole bunch of this moss stuff growing in it, and I've been trying to get rid of it for a while now. So what I just decided the best thing to do was just to take out all the guppy grass and just pull out a few strands that didn't have any of the moss on it. And believe me, just those few strands that I have in there now, it will make this tank just full of guppy grass within probably the next month or so. And I kind of did the same thing down here. This tank was starting to do it as well, and as you can see, I really freed up this tank, and it actually looks a lot better now. But there's actually still some back there, and it is actually rooted down in the sand. This is actually more of a free-floating plant, but it will root itself down in the substrate, and that is exactly what that has done back there. So this tank should start growing a good amount of guppy grass here pretty soon as well. By the way, check out all the babies. Look at them. They're looking so good in this tank. Alright, but anyways, the tank looks pretty empty besides obviously the fish and all that, and they're doing really good. There's our little sparkling gourami right there. That little guy's doing great. There's one of the little zebra loaches, or panda cories. And then, of course, we've got two different kinds of endlers in here. We've got some tiger endlers, and then we've got just some plain, just red endlers, and then a couple of kind of half-grown guppies that were babies here just a few months ago. So, that's pretty much the gist of it. Also, the shrimp. Since I took out all the guppy grass, they have kind of made their way onto the rocks back here. You might be able to spot one or two. Yep, there's one right up there. You can see one of the little blue velvet shrimp. Well, maybe not, but right there. So yeah, the shrimp, they've kind of made their way back and into the rocks back there. Obviously, since I took out the guppy grass, they have nowhere else to go, so that's kind of where they're hanging out right now. But I promise you, this tank will start to grow back the guppy grass kind of how it was. Just this time, it won't be freaking loaded with all that moss. But I got 4 new little guppies for this tank today, and they are some really cool looking guppies, so check them out. Look at that. These guys are going to look so good in here. They're called Japanese lyretail guppies, and they kind of look like an endler to me in a way, like as far as their body is, and they're not quite as big as like an actual guppy is, but they're a little bit bigger than an actual endler. But they look really well. You can see all the blue and the red in them, and they are going to look so good in this tank, and they're going to look even better once this tank starts to grow back a lot of guppy grass. But yeah, check them out. They're just a really cool and nice looking guppy, and I figured they would look really nice in here. So I got 4 of them, and we're going to let these guys acclimate for a couple of minutes, but man, do they look cool. Also, the African cichlid tank looking and doing really well. I added a new piece of driftwood in here, and I tried to make it look like it was one piece, like mixed in with this piece, the one that was in here before, and it definitely gives the Sundanus cats a little more room to go in. There's actually a big like crevice indention on the back side of this thing, so the Sundanus, they like to go up in there sometimes. But yeah, the electric blue jack dempseys are doing great. They knocked the freaking filter thing off back there. There's the Eureka red, and there's another one of the peacocks, the dragon blood, OBs. They're all doing great. And oh, the leporinas are getting a little feisty there. But yeah, these guys are doing great. Like I said, added a new piece in here, kind of fills it out a little bit more. And I also got some small artificial plants today, and what I'm going to do with these is I'm actually going to go in these little crevices like right in there, and I'm going to plant them, and I think it'll make it look a little bit nicer. So I don't know, we'll see how that looks in the next video. It's been about 15 minutes now, and it looks like these guppies are ready to get out of the bag, so let's go and get them on out and into their new tank. Alright, here goes 2 of them going in. Look at them, they're going to blend in just right with the rest of them. Alright, and here's the other 2 going in. Check these guys out. Beautiful blue color on these guys. Look at that, they are in now. Check that out. Look at the blue on these guys. I mean, just look at how well that contrasts with like the yellowish greenish of the tiger endlers. That just looks so freaking cool in here. Look at that. And look at how active they are already. Look at that. Already swimming around a lot and picking the sand and off the rocks and stuff. Check that out. These guys are going to do freaking great in here. So even though they're already swimming around and doing really well in here, I think we're going to give these guys tonight to kind of settle on into the tank and all that. And we'll try to feed them in the morning and see how they're doing then. Now the next day, Teddy Bear is here live in action. Yep, so that's good. We got a cameraman now. But the guppies are doing really good. Come on, show them. Guppies are doing really well. You can see them right there blending in just fine with all the rest of them. So what I'm going to do is I've got some flakes right here. Got some flakes, of course. We're going to feed them real fast. I know they're going to eat because they've been picking around all day. I'm going to drop some of those babies in there. And we're going to watch them go to town. They look really, really nice in there, the blue and the red. And they've mixed in just fine with the other guppies. Yep, they're munching away. Look at that. Looking good, looking good. So like I said last night about these plants, I know the tank looks real empty right now. And of course all the shrimp and stuff are hiding because we don't have any plants in here, but I've got some more down there. It's growing out right now, so once I get some more, I'm going to move it back in here, of course, and that'll bring the shrimp back out, and obviously it'll make the guppies feel a lot more comfortable. So, and I also added those little bitty artificial plants in here just a few minutes ago. Still a little bit cloudy, and it just adds a little more color in here and makes it look a little bit better. And as you can see, the catfish, they are loving the new piece of driftwood in here. They've been going all in and out it today, so they're all looking good. Of course those guys are as well, but you guys saw them last night. And also I finally got a good amount of shiners for our bait tank over here. We got about 40 or 50 of them or so in here, so we've got plenty of food now for the peacock bass. He's been enjoying them real well, and I'm going to show you guys a feeding of him in the next video. By the way, Soft Shell's doing great. Don't run off. Where are you going? Come back. Come back. Don't be so shy. He's starting to come out a lot more now. The little one in here is buried. He's buried somewhere because he's not up there basking, but yeah, the big guy, he's doing great. And by the way, here's all of that moss that was in the guppy and endler tanks, and I just throw it in here for the turtles to munch on. They love going in and out of it, by the way. They're doing great. We just got 2 little bitty yellow bellies and red ear sliders in here, and they love to munch on this stuff. There's a little bit of that water lettuce in here, and yeah, they take care of it for the most part. So anytime I have some of this in those tanks, I'd kind of throw it out here and give it to them. But that's going to pretty much do it for now. Me and Jeremy are probably going to go hit up one of the creeks here nearby. We haven't been there in a while. We're going to search for, you know, some little crawfish, little fish, stuff like that. Might do a fishing video as well. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out the last video, go check it out. Even if you've never seen one of my fishing videos, I think you'll like this one because let's just say it was pretty entertaining. Don't have our net. We don't have our fish grips. We don't have nothing. I'm going to have to just grab him.
You got scissors.
That ain't gonna work. The pliers will work better than the scissors. Man said scissors. Come on now. Oh, we got him. We got him. We got him. Dude, this was the only way I knew how to get him. Gosh, dude.
It's like a dog, man.
They're slow. They're so slimy. As always, though, thank you guys for watching. And with that being said, I'll catch all of you guys in the next video. Peace.